Now, I'm just gonna throw out some pointers that I think are absolutely key in relationships, in deep, long-lasting relationships. Really, in any relationships that you see a little bit of a future. Okay, so first off, you gotta be able to express yourself, baby. You gotta be able to say whatever you want around them. You gotta be able to do whatever you want around them. You can't be afraid to be embarrassed. You gotta show your embarrassment, show your quirkiness. Say whatever you want. Say whatever's on your mind. You know what I mean? You can't be afraid that they're gonna judge you, because they shouldn't judge you if they're right for you. If you want your relationship to be deep and long-lasting and compassionate, you have to open up completely. You have to open your heart up. You have to pour things out. You have to spill the beans, man. You have to be completely open with them. You gotta let your guard down. Let that guard completely down and tell them everything about yourself. Tell them all the struggles you've been through. Tell them every deep, dark thing that's happened to you. Tell them your deepest, darkest thoughts that you've had. And you will see that your relationship becomes more compassionate, more loving. Now, there's too many relationships nowadays that are just too surface level, where people are afraid to open up. People are afraid to tell each other about how they really feel, about what's going on in their head, behind the relationship, behind the curtains, you know? And it's not good. You should be able to tell them anything. And this doesn't even go for just relationships with your boyfriend or girlfriend. This goes with friendships. You have to be able to open up and tell your best friends everything they should know. It's time to break the surface. It's time to dive deeper. You got to build each other up. You got to evolve together. You guys got to bring positivity to each other, support each other, no matter what. And if you find it hard to support your partner, or they find it hard to support you, then they might not be the one for you. You should be able to bring positivity into their life, and they should bring positivity into your life. You should bring each other up. You can't bring each other down. You have to support each other no matter what. Now, I'm gonna say it straight up. My girlfriend is one of my biggest supporters nowadays, and it's awesome. That's why I love her so much. She's my first subscriber on this YouTube channel, and it's awesome. She liked all my videos. She watches my videos at 2:30 in the morning before she goes to sleep, and I love her for that. And it's fantastic finding someone that cares so much. And you gotta ask yourself how much you care about your partner, and ask them how much they care about you. Talk to each other. Tell each other how much you care about each other. Look deeply into each other's eyes. Maybe not even say a word. Just feel each other. Just lay down in bed together and feel each other's vibrations. And you find your relationship becoming deeper and more passionate, more compassionate, and more beautiful. Because the deeper you get, the more in touch you get with each other and with life and with yourself. And that's also another thing that you want to have in a relationship. You want to be, when you're with your partner, you want to be taken deeply into the present moment. You want the whole world to fall away, nothing else to matter when you're with that special one, with that special loved one. You want to be able to show each other affection, no matter where you are. You want to be able to kiss and hold hands and flirt with each other without caring what anybody else thinks, because all that matters is you and her, you and him. Love deeply, and make sure they bring a smile to your face. You want to associate your partner with happiness and with upbeatness and positivity. You want to never stop growing together. It shouldn't be stagnant. You should have a dynamic relationship with your partner that never stops growing. You guys never stop learning off each other. You never stop teaching each other. Now, your relationship can only be as good as you treat yourself. as you are to yourself. Your relationship is a reflection. All your relationships in life are a reflection of who you are. Now, you'll find yourself fighting with your partner time and time again if you're not content with yourself, if you're not at peace with yourself. Once you become peaceful with yourself and more peaceful with yourself, you will start to realize that your relationships in your life start to become better and more peaceful, and a lot more positivity comes from them. This goes for all relationships. Relationship with any person, relationship with your coworkers, your friends, your loved ones, your partner in crime. I mean, it all stems from yourself. It's all a reflection of who you are. You will find yourself fighting with your partner, and then you have to realize that you are just as good as your reaction to them. They might be in a bad mood, and they might react, and they might start calling names and stuff, and you have to stop it on a dime, and you have to realize that you can't react to them. You just gotta show them love. You just gotta show them the love that they need, and then they will realize that, why am I yelling at you? Why am I yelling at you? This is stupid. And then you can bring your relationships to the present moment, and that's when you guys could show the most love for each other. Make sure you end on a good note. Make sure each day ends on a good note. Tell them you love them before you go to sleep. Don't end it with a fight. No day should be ended that way for anybody. Realize that. Love, baby. Stay present. Stay in the present moment with your partner all the time. You will get into fights. I get into fights with my girl all the time. And it's just the way it is. But you have to resolve those issues, and you have to bring it to the light. You got to bring it to the present moment and realize that that's not important. Certain things aren't important. Those things aren't important. You got to realize that if you truly love them, then you could drop all those issues on a dime and return to the present moment with them and give them the best hug they've ever had, you know? Look them in the eyes and say, I'm sorry, but that doesn't matter. I love you. It doesn't even matter. Love deeply, man. Love deeply. Catch you guys next time. Peace. Smile. Keep smiling. Make sure you're smiling. They're smiling. Everyone's smiling. Be happy, baby. Peace.